morning, Ellicott Elementary. Hello, my name is Miss Kasey. I'm a librarian at the Orchard Park Public Library, and I heard it was your science day, your science night. And so, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about weather and some of the fun resources that you can find at the library to help you predict the weather. Now, the weather's been crazy lately. I don't know about you guys, but okay, so let's see. It's Friday, April 23rd, and 2 days ago, it was so snowy. And then a few days before that, it was in the 60s, like sunny. And how do people know what the weather is going to be? Like, how do forecasters know this? Well, my friends, let me tell you a secret. Well, first, you have to read a lot and understand. You can find a lot of information in the books. And you have to understand what the weather is going to be. One of the ways that you can do that is by making a barometer at home. Now, a barometer is a tool that you can use to measure changes in air pressure. What's air pressure? Well, my friends, air pressure is the force of the weight of the air. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of air pressure right here. So if you put your hand out, you don't really feel, you can feel like a wind on it maybe a little bit, and that's a little bit of air moving on your hand. But you can see the effects of air pressure when you blow up a balloon like this. Look, oh my gosh, there it goes. We're catching all this air inside this balloon, and oh no, it broke it. Oh my gosh, the force of the air was so strong. So my friends, I just captured a bunch of air inside of this balloon. Now, the pressure inside this balloon is pretty high right now. It was high enough to blow the air. The force of the air on the inside of the balloon was high enough to blow this balloon up and stretch it out like this. What happens if I were to let go? Well, that high pressure air inside the balloon wants to come out, and so it's going to come out. And when it does, it creates a little bit of wind. The difference is in the high air pressure inside the balloon and the low air pressure outside of the balloon made some wind when the balloon came out, or when the air came out of the balloon. So that's kind of what happens with our weather outside. It's a little windy outside here today. The pressure has changed dramatically in the past few days. Knowing how air pressure changes is important to weather forecasters. And you guys at home can be your own weather forecasters with a homemade barometer. So I'm going to tell you guys the things that you need in order to make it. Ready? Here we go. I wrote it all down, which is it's fun to write stuff down when you're doing a science experiment. You write down all of the supplies that you need, including a glass jar, a balloon, a rubber band, let's see what else we got there, a straw, paper clip, ruler, tape, paper, pencil. Okay? These are the things that you need to make for your at-home barometer. Let's see. Now, the way that you put it together, and you'll need an adult with you to do it, is you take your glass jar, you cut your balloon, like this guy. You put your balloon tightly over the top of the glass mason jar. You take a rubber band and secure the balloon on the lip of the jar. Then you could go ahead and take your straw and tape it right to the center of the balloon, like this. And then, my friends, you see on the end there, there is the paper clip, that paper clip. We had to bend it out of shape and stick it inside of the straw so that it creates a little pointer like this. Then, my friends, what we do is choose a nice spot that we want to keep the barometer, because you're not really going to move it around. And you take your ruler and tape it to the wall where your barometer is going to be. And then you make your first observation. Where is the paperclip pointing? And you write that down for your first day. Now, I started my chart a few days ago. I put the date, I put the temperature, I put the reading on the barometer. I did it in millimeters, which is on the centimeter side of the ruler. But this is what my weather log looks like. And I wrote down the general weather. And what's really, really cool is that the pressure over the past few days has gone up, up, up as the weather has gotten nicer and nicer. And that's what happens. High pressure systems mean that the weather is probably going to be nice. And low pressure systems mean that the weather is probably going to be cloudy, a little bit yucky. And it's really neat to understand what those things mean. And after you take a couple of measurements, maybe for a week or so, you can start to predict what the pressure is going to be and what the weather is going to be based on the air pressure. And that's so exciting. You can be a forecaster at your very own house. And guess where I learned how to do all these cool things? Everything Kids weather book. That's right. So I think that this is a really nice book. We have a lot of books like this. We even have this, oh my gosh, this gigantic Weatherpedia and a lot of other really fun books. Now I have to say one other thing. This month is April. There's little rhymes that used to help people remember what the weather was going to be at different times. For example, let's see. There's a little rhyme that goes, April showers brings May flowers. And it's true. April is kind of a stormy month. Maybe there'll be some more flowers in May. We'll have to see. Maybe snow. Who knows? But my friends, rhymes are a fun way to remember things. And I can't end the video without saying that April is National Poetry Month. So, in addition to having Earth Day yesterday and being able to do weather all year long, April is Poetry Month. So I can't end the video without a poem about the weather. I wrote a poem about the weather, and I'm going to say it for you, because writing poems is really fun, and I hope that maybe you guys can go home, or you're probably at home right now, but at home you can make a barometer, you can predict the weather, you can do science, and maybe you can write a poem about it too. So I'm going to read my poem to you. It's called The Barometer. Ready? When the air pressure outside is high, you may be able to see a clear sky. But if your pressure falls, you're in for some squalls. So use the barometer to give you a sign. Ta-da! All right, my friends. Happy weather predicting, happy Earth Day, happy Science Night, and happy Poetry Month. Bye from your friends at the Orchard Park Library.